Okay. I will just wait. We'll start the official stream at about probably in 10 minutes to give people enough time to get on. So we will go ahead and do that. Mm-hmm. Hello, hello, hello. Like I said before, we will wait until about 9:05 until we do an official start. Hello, hello, hello. Let's keep the comments on the chat feature. Let's just keep it to questions and anything that I ask for you guys to kind of confirm or deny. So I'm assuming you guys can all hear me. The acoustics in my room are a bit, you guys can take notes if you want to. I will be talking about the Google Classroom if you haven't signed on to your specific Lit Circle Google Classroom. So if you need to write down the code before you sign on, I will go ahead and kind of give you guys that. So we will be going over that. Okay, your Ed puzzle is 40 minutes long. That's why you have a week to do it. Okay, Abe, let's keep the comments just to school only. This is not a social forum. Okay, so far this is working. Excellent. We'll wait. Still, I started a little bit early just to give people time to kind of adjust. I apologize for not having a better background. I have to use my room. I know it's very different than my classroom, so apologize for that. Okay, so we have about 43 people coming on. Awesome. Hello, hello. If you see me looking down, I do have my iPad here. You can see it through the reflection of my glasses. I have my iPad and I have kind of my notebook that I'm going to be telling you Google Classroom codes in case you do not know them. So currently right now we aren't going to be working from the English notebook. You can still use it for reference on any of the notes for dystopias or anything of the sort. But from this point on, we will have pretty much everything be on the online platform on Google Classroom. Has everybody that is in here, hello 58 people, has everybody pretty much signed on to their Literature Circle Google Classroom? Has that been an issue? Have you guys been keeping up with it? I do not know why we're allowed to be in, why we're not allowed to be in school. I'm making the assumption this is not true. I'm just assuming that they are sanitizing the school during this time. But any place with, if you think about it, the school is kind of a home for germs because all little kids are there and all of that stuff. So yes, that is why we're not allowed at school. Why I have to teach from home. And also I think we are going on mandatory lockdown. So okay. Okay, so it is 1 minute to 9 o'clock. Still waiting for people to get on. I did post the link to my channel on Google Classroom. So if you know somebody that is not on the live right now, please go ahead and message them and tell them that I am on live currently if they would like to join. If not, I'm sure there's a handful of you guys that are still kind of sleeping. So that's totally fine if you're sleeping. So was everybody able to find the link to my channel on Google Classroom? Just wanted to clarify that. So I have posted, so the Edpuzzle should be live now. You should be able to work on it. So Edpuzzle should be live and you should be able to access those. Okay, got a ton of yeses. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and it is 9 o'clock. So good. You guys are getting notifications on your phone. I would say just ignore. I highly doubt random people will be watching this. Okay, so you will either get a notification. So you will be working on Edpuzzles during this time. Okay, so I will be streaming from about this time to, I want to say maybe about like 9, I don't know if you could, my clock says 9:01. Till about 9:35, I will be on this stream for you guys for any questions. I am going to go over some things like when you guys should start the Edpuzzles, when you should have them done. So Edpuzzles, first thing of business. Oh, you don't have to do the Edpuzzles yet while the stream is going because I do want to go over some direction. I want to make sure everybody is signed on to their Literature Circle Google Classroom. I will be talking about not being able to access the Edpuzzle. If you are not able to access the Edpuzzle, please tell me what novel you are reading because I did try. I had somebody message me about Want, and I did try from my own computer, and it did work. So if you are having trouble accessing the Edpuzzle, please tell me what novel you have, and I will try to go ahead and fix that issue. No more comments in the chat that are not relevant to what we are talking about. Okay? So enough with the yo, enough with the hello. Can we please, let's all focus. So, okay, so I'm seeing Hunger Games and Want. Carlos, Nick, you should be working actually from 9 to, okay, so I'm seeing that we are having trouble. Guys, I need you guys to kind of stop commenting for a second so that way I can write down. So I see we're having trouble with Wrinkle in Time. Hunger Games. I saw Cinder and Want. And Unwind. Okay, so I am trying to see. Like I said, I only assigned one chapter for the week currently. Most of your chapters are about 30 to maybe 40 minutes long. I need you guys to pause for questions. Once I explain everything, I might be able to answer your questions. So I need you guys to pause in the chat right now. So, Edpuzzles, if you have joined your Literature Circle group, I need you guys to make sure you're joined to the correct one. So on our main Google Classroom, our English 7A or 7B, whatever period you're in, quarter 3 classroom, you will see that on the stream, I have posted a list as to what group you are in. Okay, so that is on the stream. You guys need to be looking on the stream and on the classwork page. On both the, guys, stop. Dylan, I put you, Dylan, you are in B period, yes? Okay. Oh, I put Dylan Mason, but I didn't put Dylan Ham. Okay, Dylan, I need you to email me quickly what novels you are allowed to read and what ones you're not allowed to read and what book group you want to be in. because I do not have those forms with me. They are left at school. So guys, I need you to stop. Once again, stop asking questions. When I go through everything, I will be able to help you out. Once again, please stop asking questions for the time being. Let me explain everything and I will be able to help you out. Okay, wait, so I did put you in a group. I'm almost positive I did. Yeah, I did. I put you in Unwind. So, anyways, when you want to access your Google Classroom for your literature circle, you will be going on to Google Classroom. So I'm going to use my iPad as an example. So you will be going on to Google Classroom. Let me put the brightness down so that may. Okay. So you will see that you are on Google Classroom. Obviously, this looks a little bit different on your desktop computer or if you're using an iPad. So you will go onto your class. So let's say you are in period C. And the first thing that will show up is the stream. Okay, so we have the stream with everything. You will need to, this lighting is not helping. So you will need to scroll down the stream. It's not helping either. You will need to scroll. Okay. You are going to need to scroll down the stream to where you find, I posted yesterday, it should be the second post in your Google Classroom stream on the main one, the one that says quarter 3, the second post, it should say what your literature circle group is. It should say what your literature circle group is. Okay, I have your group and then the code is right next to the title of the novel. That is how you find your specific code. Remember, we know how to log on and add a Google Classroom. So you're going to go back to the main classes page and it should be on the iPad. If you're using an iPad, it should be on the corner here. If you are using a laptop or computer, it will be in the upper right-hand corner. There should be a little button there that you click and hit Join Classroom. Okay, you might have to either write down the code that you're in the Google Classroom for. I will go ahead and read the codes for each class currently right now. Oh, could not find my notebook. I'll read you guys out the class. So the code, you go onto Google Classroom. Okay, you click on you have to be on the stream page. Go to Google Classroom. It's the quarter 3 Google Classroom. You go on the stream page. So that is the first page you see when you enter Google Classroom. It should be the second post. I have it that says, guys, once again, please do not make comments in the live chat that are not relevant to what I'm talking about. Okay? And I don't need people calling out other people either. Just keep it silent. So, Morgan, Google Classroom, stream, and then you should be able to see it. It's the second post. It is the second post. So it should be a little plus sign. It'll say create or join a class on your account. So it should say create or join class. Okay, so here are the literature circle codes. I will read them off for every class. Okay, so if you hear the novel that you've been placed in, please write down your code. So for Wrinkle in Time, A period, your code is 5L2XG47. That is Wrinkle in Time A period. Wrinkle in Time B period. RCOR NQ4. That is wrinkle in time B period. Wrinkle in time C period. RTUW2TI. Then wrinkle in time D period. MK57PXD. Then wrinkle in time E period, we have HXI5PDN. So those are all the classroom codes for wrinkle in time. If you miss the code, when I get off the live, you'll be able to access it again. Or you can go onto the Google Classroom, look on the stream, find your name, copy paste the code onto the Google Classroom entrance code. Hunger Games for A period 6L352V5. Okay, so waiting for quiet. Make sure you guys are hitting the plus sign. You hit join, and then it will ask for your classroom code. Make sure all the letters are lowercase. All the letters must be lowercase when you enter it in. So, B period for Hunger Games, your code is AWGZS33. For C period, your code is 5LBXPWH. Okay, that is your code for Hunger Games C period. Once again, I need the comments and questions to stop. I will go to it once I read all of the classroom codes so I make sure everybody has their code. Hunger Games D period. It should be, hold on, is that a Z or a 2? Hunger Games D period. Z3BERXJ. Hunger Games E period. We have 4PKXV3N. I will not repeat this again. I need you guys to stop asking questions. I will read the codes. I will tell you guys how to get onto Edpuzzle from the Google Classroom. If you give me the time to explain everything, then your question will be answered. Legend, A period, JZHW2MH. B period, legend, BVH5UQW. C period, VWWEERS. D period, legend, VBI5XLR. E period, YGCELX7. Okay, so that is legend codes. Legend codes. Once again, please pause the chat right now. Nobody should be commenting while I'm reading the codes. So Cinder, A period, 3C3GYDB. Cinder B period, AMKMU6G. Cinder C period, VLAWZDB. Cinder D period, XHZMFTX. Cinder E period, 5HOYGH. HWF. So want. Cade. Okay, we are just going to ignore the other comment. Want a period. TRUVOW3. B period. K6PQLUS. C period. DJMB2CB. E period want. R6V62US. And then unwind. This is the last novel that I'm reading codes for. A period unwind. JOCUOV6. B period. 7M53KKY. C period. AZRCL5U. D period. YM2PBNW. And E period. H6HGB7W. So those are all the classroom codes that we have. Now, to get onto Edpuzzle, make sure that you are signed onto Edpuzzle through your student Gmail. Okay, that is key. That is how you will get to access to your Edpuzzle. So please make sure you're signed on. So when you click on Edpuzzle, it will ask to sign in as a student. So make sure you scroll down a little bit. It should have a button that says sign in with Gmail, and make sure you are under the correct Gmail account. Okay, make sure you are under the correct Gmail account. So please make sure that you are signed on with your school email, not personal, because you will not be able to access the Edpuzzle through your personal. Everything is assigned through that. So this is all in Google Classroom. So once you have signed on to your Literature Circle Google Classroom, you will see that you have an Edpuzzle assigned to you. So as of right now, you just have the Edpuzzle assigned. You will get a week to do the Edpuzzle. Okay, I will be assigning on Monday another Edpuzzle that will be due on Wednesday. So kind of expect an average of 2 Edpuzzles. Some groups may have more, but that is most likely because... Okay, this is John. You do not ask who is lasagna. You focus on what I'm saying. It should be all assigned to your own Google Classrooms. Okay, so you should be able to join the Wrinkle in Time group. Please double check the Google Classroom code and make sure that you are entering it in correctly. Okay, so I'm sorry I can't be there to help you put in the codes. The plus is on the right-hand corner. There should be a little circle with your picture, and next to it should be the plus sign. You click on the plus sign. It will have a drop-down menu that says Create and Join Class. You hit the Join Class button. Then a pop-up will show up. You type in the code, you hit Join, and then the class should immediately pop up for you. Okay? So, as I was saying, once you guys have signed on and you make sure on Edpuzzle, if you're having trouble signing on, your Edpuzzle says day 1 because day 1 is chapter 1 of Legend. It goes from day's perspective to June's perspective. That is why. But I have assigned you the correct chapter. Here, ask your teacher to add you to Google Classroom connected class. So make sure you're signed in with the correct Google account. Some of you guys may be actually on your personal account. You should be able to, if you are on your school account, you should be able to access the Edpuzzles. Joshua, if that answers your question. So if you're having trouble clicking on the Edpuzzle, waiting. I'm waiting for you guys to stop commenting so I can explain. Carlos, are you, Nick, are you on actually? So make sure you guys, I have a different code for each period. Not all your codes are the same. So please make sure you're looking on the classroom stream. It has the code there. So you do not need to put a class code. Make sure you exit out of that. If your Edpuzzle says join a new class, you are already attached to a class. Or you know what? I might need to update who is on it. No, that's just her. Okay, pause. I'm going to check on Edpuzzle how this is working. You guys should be able to access it once you join the class. Okay, hold on one second. This may be solved because if you did not join the class before today and you just joined today, you might not be able to access it. So let me go ahead and fix this. Okay, I know how to fix this. Okay, so I'm currently importing all the students. You should be able to access it. So if you did not sign on yesterday and you were signing on today, you have to wait until I import your class into the Edpuzzle, and then you will be able to access it. Okay, currently importing all students to all of 30 classes. So once again, if you had signed on yesterday, this will be much easier for you. But if you signed on today, I am currently inputting the students. So you should be able to access your Edpuzzle now. Okay, currently importing B period students. Currently importing B period. And currently importing C period now. So you guys should have access once the import is done. It is crucial that you make sure you have joined and I can import. I will be importing all day today. Currently importing D period students. Go ahead and refresh your Google Classroom page. It should be able to work now. E period is being imported currently. So once it has been imported, you should have access to your specific literature circle Edpuzzle. Okay. Carlos, Nick, I would need to see what your screen looks like. So all the classes have been imported. So yeah, you have to be, Nick, you have to be on the Google Class page where it shows all the different classes that you're a part of. Once again, it looks the same on Mac as it does on a PC. If you look at all the classes before, you should not be on my specific class. You should be on the main page that it shows all the classes you're a part of. Okay, so if you would like to exit and start on the Edpuzzle, you can do that right now. I will stay on if you guys have any specific questions. Once again, I will be importing students all day. So you see, Nick, you see all the classes. So you see like Odies, Taklas, Clipfells. So on the right-hand corner, yes, you can do the Edpuzzle now. You can go ahead and leave this live and do your Edpuzzle. I will say that, Bethany, I know your Edpuzzle is already done. I will say that there will be discussion questions posted after I am done with this live. Okay, there will be discussion questions posted. I will have specific instructions on how you should be doing the Edpuzzle, how you should be doing the discussion questions. So, okay, Wrinkle in Time B period is on the Google Classroom page. So, vocab will be posted next week on Monday. Okay? So, look out for the discussion questions. Do your Edpuzzles. Make sure you keep in time. You have a week to do that. Okay, I'm going to be posting about 2 Edpuzzles a week. No, everything will be online. You will no longer kind of need your notebooks unless you would like to take. Okay. So everything's going to be online. So after today, I will maybe do lives once a week. This is kind of how it's gonna be. But yes, you can listen to the Ed Puzzle while reading out of the book, but remember the Ed Puzzle will pause and ask questions. So make sure you are answering those questions. Okay, so make sure you are answering those questions. So Caroline, you access the Ed Puzzle through Google Classroom. Make sure you are assigned on the Google Classroom. So the discussion questions will be due at the same time as the Ed Puzzle. So that should go for one. So chapter 1 discussion questions. For some of you guys, it may be a little bit more than one chapter. So I'm still trying to figure out when those discussion questions will be out. So yes. So quizzes, I'm still figuring out how we are going to be doing quizzes. The Ed Puzzles are due at 10:30 a.m. on next week, on Wednesday. Okay, so I only have about 4 minutes left on this live. If you have any other questions, please feel free to email me. Also, I will be posting a new Remind code. I'm making it the Shutdown Remind. My other Remind class just for the students is actually filled. And I can't post announcements on that. So I will be putting a Remind code, a link for you guys on all your Google Classrooms. So please go ahead and join that. Okay, so no, you do not have to do journals. Everything is going to be online. The book is online. So you do not need a hard copy of the book. If you would prefer to get a hard copy of the book, that is your decision. I can't afford hard copies for every single student. So that is why we do the Ed Puzzle, because it has the novel there in front of you and it can track your progress. So that is that. I will be posting. Discussion questions are not online yet. I still have to post them. I'm posting them after I'm done with my live. You only have one Ed Puzzle per week. Okay, I'm trying to make it, you might have 2. Some of you guys might have more, but that's because your chapters are about 2 minutes. You read what I've posted. If you were at school now, you would be also doing the Ed Puzzles. Once again, I do not have access to hard copies for all of the books. Besides vocab and discussion questions, there will be quiz, but I have not figured out how I want to do those quizzes yet. Ed Puzzle, there should be a link on your Google Classroom. Once again, if you have just signed on to the Google Classroom, I'm going to need to import. I will be importing after this live, and you should be able to access it there. Each assignment says when they are due on the classwork page. Guys, I cannot emphasize this enough. Please make sure you're keeping up with the classwork page. On the little right side, it says when it is due. Also, if you click on the actual assignment, it says when it is due. So your Ed Puzzle is due next week on Wednesday. Nick, make sure you're putting in the correct code. If you have a hard copy of the book, you can use it, but you still you have to do the Ed Puzzle. I'm not going to let you just read the book because I can't track if you're reading it or not. You have to do the Ed Puzzle because remember, when you do the quiz, I pull directly from the Ed Puzzle questions. So make sure you are doing the Ed Puzzle. You can follow along in the book and listen to the audio version that I have on Ed Puzzle. That's fine, but you still need to answer the questions. So for the new Remind class, I'm posting that on your Google Classrooms soon. Okay, that person, I don't know who you are. Okay. So, Thomas, not the time to talk about Pokemon Go. if the stream lags and crashes, I don't know how to fix that. That could be an issue with internet speed or anything like that. But once again, when I'm done with this live, it will save and it will be on my channel for you guys to watch, and hopefully it will not lag like it is right now. I can't control internet speed. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. So I'm going to be Is Friday just an answer? Yes. So Friday, I will be available. I put the times that I will be available on that letter that I had you guys sign. I'm sure many of you guys did not even check the letter, so make sure you're checking that. I did put times. It's talking without the tab. Yeah, if you're on Unwind, I actually had to screen record that, and it doesn't have an audible tracking, so you are going to have to put it on full screen. That is the only way I can get it to kind of track or to kind of give you the audiobook that way. So on Friday, you should be working on schoolwork. That is time for you guys to be working on any unfinished work or asking me questions. You should be working on schoolwork. If you are behind, you will have to catch up on spring break. So I'm going to go ahead, start your Edpuzzles. I'm going to be importing. If you are not attached to the Google Classroom yet, I'll be importing all day to make sure that you guys are on. So once again, any questions, please email me. I will post the remind link on. Discussion questions will be posted soon. Just please look out for that. Half of this is you guys being motivated. So I need you guys to be motivated to get your work done. Okay. Farewell. Any questions, email me. Okay? I'm ending this stream. I'm unsure on how far we're going to be doing Edpuzzles. So I need to figure out how long the school will be staying closed for, if we're going to extend the closure or not, so that way I can kind of pace it out. There is a link to the Edpuzzle on your Literature Circle Google Classroom, Caroline. Okay, I do not need you guys to send me a million messages that say bye because it's not allowing me to see other students. Remember, when you guys sign on to the live, make sure you are on your student. You're on your student ID. Okay, any questions, please reach out to me. I will be available all day. Okay. And Erin, if you need any extra help, you know where to find me. So if you need any help, you know where to find me. So I am ending this stream now. I'm getting 1,000,001 emails from you guys. So, oh, thank you. My room is empty and has nothing. Okay, do your Edpuzzles. Keep yourself caught up. Make sure you're logging into the correct Google Classroom. Legend, I'm trying to think. I have to look at it on, but some of you guys may be like 20 minutes. It should be depending. So Legend should be day 1. That should be the first Edpuzzle that you do. That's the first chapter. Day 1 is Legend. Day 1 is Legend. It goes from 2 different points of view. It goes from Day's point of view and June's point of view. So you're going to have some chapters named Day, some chapters named June. But I assure you, I am posting the correct chapters. I've done this before, but not fully online. Okay? Any other questions? I will go ahead and officially end this live. It's only supposed to be on here for 30 minutes, and it is now 40. So, okay. Okay, so whoever is lasagna. Okay. So, just ignore. The Edpuzzle is due on Wednesday. Guys, I need you guys to really look on your Google Classroom page. I really put a time limit on it just for your own pacing, but it is due on Wednesday. It says so on your Google Classroom. When you click on the assignment, it will tell you when it is due. Okay? So, I'm ending this. Goodbye.